Welcome to Texas Motor Speedway, and I am back in the booth, I'm very happy to say, and with a brand new setup, and my goodness me, it's good to be back as we come to the all-star portion of this season, and qualifying about to get away any second now, but first, let's get the introductions out of the way. My name is Sam Cooper Bennett, and joining me in the booth for this one here tonight for the 125 laps here at the Texas Motor Speedway is Mr. Byron Rodney. And Byron, it's good to be back.
Yes, it's good to have you back in the capacity that Sam Cooper Bennett can only be back in. We're at Texas Motor Speedway. We're at the Rowdy Energy Series. We're at the All-Star Race. No points on the line, but we do have a lot of bragging rights that'll be raced for. Money on the line for the halfway winner, well, at end of lap 49 going into 50. And at the end of the race, if the halfway winner can win it at the end of 125 laps.
Absolutely. So lots of money to be given out here tonight for this race. So let's get on down to the track as we've got practice just ending right now. And Byron, it is a lot of new names here tonight for this one.
Yeah, I'm looking at a name, Brandon Lowe's. I haven't seen him race before. I'm looking at another name. Let me go down my list. I've seen Michael Overstreet was here a couple of weeks ago. Kyle Klotz, a new name to me here. Brian Tarnowski, a new name to me here. It's going to be interesting to see how the guys stack up here as they run.
Absolutely, as we are looking at Kyle Klotz right now, currently sitting in P17 in practice in that Rowdy Energy number 19. Rocking the Toyota here for this one. We've got Joseph Corsi, who's out on track as well. He's another one making his debut here tonight in the Rowdy Energy Cup Series, so good to see him out there. And we don't see them out on track, but Brian Tarnowski, and we have well, that's the only other new one out there. Brian Tarnowski just out there as well for his first race. We've seen Jake Anderson, we've seen Braden Black. Oh, the other new one is where's he gone? Brandon Lowe's. Yeah, he's another new one that we've not seen before.
Yeah, Brandon Lowe's. He was out there really impressive in practice. Laid down second fastest time right behind Nick Kessler in practice.
Absolutely. So qualifying is about to start here, and well, it's just started. And Joe Gauthier, I believe, will be the first one out on track. So let's go and pay. Actually, no, the first one out on track is Jason Papp. So the league owner being the first one to blink here in this session.
Yep, they got 5 minutes to qualify, get their 2 laps in, lay them down as much as they can. Now, remember, we're running the next gen, the newest Cup car that's out there. They don't have 4 gears. Remember, you got a 5th gear. Get it in there. And these guys, from what I saw in practice, have been running it full out. And remember, it's all-star racing. It's bragging rights. Normally, you don't have any fast repairs. Tonight, unlimited fast repairs. Normally, you have a limited amount of tires in the pits. No, we are unlimited tonight. So it's as they say, pardon my French, balls to the walls race.
Absolutely. As Brian Fine in the live chat right now saying he would love to join this league sometime. Well, the Rowdy Energy Cup Series, they're looking for new drivers, Brian. So if you're free on a Monday night, then why not join us from Nashville next week? And well, just apply via the website. If you go to iRacingLive.com, then I'm pretty sure, not iRacing Live, iRacingEastSeries.com, then I'm pretty sure you can sign up through them. But for now, just sit back, relax, enjoy this race, and hopefully we'll see you next week at Nashville as Connor Trafari goes to the top of the board here, Byron.
Yeah, Connor Trafari, he laid down a quick, fast lap at 29.481. Brandon Lowe's with a 29.523, the second fastest, waiting on some other names that are normally really fast around here in this car to go up and put their times in. And Brandon Lowe's, oh, he goes right to the top of the board.
That he does. So Brandon Lowe's is your pole sitter as things stand right now. Nick Kessler just coming out of pit road right now. Ryan Worley is the one out on track right now, though, as I'm going to bring up the qualifying mode, and we're going to show you the times coming in as they happen. And Worley is currently out on his fast lap right now, and he's gone green in the first part of the track. Let's see how he can do in the second part. And Frank Marchese, I believe, is out on his second lap. He's currently sitting P4 right now as Worley crosses the line, and a bit of a blink there, but he only gets P12. That's only his first lap out the way, though.
Yeah, he'll get a faster time as he gets that second lap in. As these cars, they can hustle them around wide open. I was actually fortunate enough last week to race with these guys at Sonoma and had a great time in this car at Sonoma. This car is actually set to run a road course really nice as compared to the current generation Cup car that NASCAR is running right now.
As Brandon Wilson crosses the line, and he will get the P7. Ryan Worley, Brandon Wilson moves up to P7. Ryan Worley moving up to P11. So not the best time there for the 00 as we go back to Nick Kessler right now as he's about to finish his first flying lap. He crosses the line 30. Wow, he's going to go to P3. Great time for Nick Kessler.
Yeah, Nick Kessler knows how to hustle the car around. I'm taking a look at Brandon Wilson. He crosses the line for the end of his second lap, and he shoves it all the way up to P4.
Yeah, Brandon Wilson, great time for him in the 5:01. No, next driver to set a time will be this man, Scott Warren, who got into a bit of a scuffle recently with another driver. We don't want to go into that one too much, but Scott Warren is here again, and he will put his first time down of the night. And that will only be good enough for P17, but one more lap awaits and they will get his time in. He's got to hurry, though. He's only got 25 seconds to get that time in, though.
Yeah, it looks like he might just barely get it in under the gun. I'm taking a look at the entries. Bentley Glazer looks like he is not in the session, so it doesn't look like he's going to make it into tonight's run.
Which would be a shame, because Glazer's had a very impressive start to his career in the Rowdy Energy Cup Series, as Warren does cross the line, does get his time in just in time. Wow. He goes into P2 to make it an all-Canadian front row. Great time there by Scott Warren.
Yeah, he really picked up and put him down and hauled the mail on that second lap. Really cut his time on that second lap. Getting at that P2. What a run. I'm looking forward to this race tonight. No points on the line, unlimited fast repairs, unlimited tires, bragging rights, and money. Yeah, this is going to get rowdy. It's going to be, you want to talk rowdy energy? We're going to get rowdy in Texas tonight.
Now we are. So let's go to the grid for tonight's race, and starting up on the pole will be Brandon Lowe's. He'll be joined on the front row by his fellow Canadians Scott Warren. Connor Trafari and Nick Kessler will make up row 2. Brandon Wilson and JD Woodward will make up row 3. Frank Marchese and Joseph Corsi will make up row 4, and Braden Black and Michael Overstreet make up row 5. Byron.
Yeah, row 6 is going to have Jake Anderson on the inside with Jason Papp to his outside elbow. Row 7 will have Ryan Worley and Mark McFadden in it. Brian Tarnowski and Joe Gauthier are going to roll off at row 8 and start a shotgun on the field tonight. Kyle Klotz is going to roll off in the 17th and final position. Bentley Glazer not being able to make the start tonight. But no points on the line. It's okay. It was a bragging rights race, 125 laps. We're going to kick this thing off, and it's going to be good.
That we are, as there is the field lining up in pit road, as they do in the staggered formation. So this is how it's been since the release of the new tracks. I'm still not sure how I feel about it. With Michigan and Pocono being the other two that are starting this staggered formation. I don't know how you feel about it.
I actually like the staggered formation. It kind of gives you more of a real-life feel in sim, especially as a driver. It does. As Pace Truck brings them on out. Well, I'm not going to call it Pace Truck. It's driven by Pache Troquet tonight, as he's going to have the field in tow. We're going to go racing here in Texas.
That we are, as they made their way through turns 1 and 2. And for some reason, Nick Kessler went into his pit box and then realised that he can't do that anymore and has had to come out on track. I'm guessing he was trying to fall to the back of the field there. That was an old thing that they used to do, was if you didn't want to start at the front, even though you qualified near the front, you could still jump into your pit box once you started rolling, and it'll put you to the back.
Yeah, well, pit start is not going to be an option tonight. You're going to have to roll off here unless the admin gives you an EOL at your request. But from what I understand, admins aren't throwing cautions. No EOLs, nothing. This is going to be handled by and flagged by iRacing for 125 laps tonight at Texas Motor Speedway.
Absolutely, as they come out of turn 4, and for the first time in probably a couple of weeks now, I get to call the start of a race here as they come through. This is 125 laps here at Texas Motor Speedway. This is the all-star race for the Rowdy Energy Cup Series. Green flag is in the air. We are racing here for the Rowdy Energy Cup Series at Texas Motor Speedway as they make their way down towards turn 1 for the first time here tonight, Byron.
Yeah, Brandon Lowe's, he's got the inside line. He's got Connor Trafari looking underneath him already, looking to go 3 wide. I saw 3 wide further back, but now Brandon Lowe's is getting one heck of a push on the inside line for Connor Trafari. Sticks that nose out there, move Connor Trafari up to the second spot, and Scott Warren falling off to get the start he was looking for on the outside line. We got one sideways in the front stretch already.
Yeah, that's Michael Overstreet in trouble. He gets it round, and he will bring out the first caution of the night just at the end of the first lap. So they got pretty lucky right there as Overstreet becomes the first victim of the... wow, he just lost the back end on that one.
Yeah, he was just pushing it a little too hard. You know, being in that dirty air in that pack, the aerodynamics are modeled so perfectly in the sim. He didn't have any of that downforce on that rear spoiler that he was looking for. Got the car a little tail happy, spun it around, but fortunate, got no one collected. Nothing happened. He's going to rejoin the back of the field. Since he's going to be in the back of the field, I'd probably look for him under his caution to duck in and get a fresh set of tires after that spin.
Absolutely, as
that's exactly what he does. Couple of takers on pit road. Jason Patnell's in there as well.
Like it does. There is Overstreet. But yeah, Pap into pit road early. Obviously, Overstreet, he didn't get any damage from that spin, but still going to want to bring it in anyway.
Flat spotting them tires in that spin. Yeah, he's going to want some fresh rubber on that car. Unlimited sets, and you're in the back of the field. You're not going to fall off the lead lap under caution. May as well come in, top off the tank, and get 4 fresh back to the field goods.
Yeah, that's fair enough. As Phil caught up behind the pace truck right now. Currently, it's Brandon Lowe's, Connor Trafari, Scott Warren falling back to P5 in that first lap that we did run. So not the best of starts there for the 76.
No, he didn't get a great start on that outside line, and I gotta kind of wonder, as the track rubber's in, how that outside line's going to work. Real life race we saw in NASCAR yesterday, that outside line held the momentum. If you got your cars right up to the rear bumper, you took the air off the one in front of you, and it gave you the momentum on the outside to make the pass. We'll have to see if that translates into the sim as the rubber gets laid down.
Absolutely. Scott Warren currently sitting behind Frank Marchese. Marchese rocking the number 24 Valvoline machine. He's right behind Brandon Wilson. Biggest mover on that start was Ryan Worley. He moved up from 13th to P8. So Worley, big mover so far. We've got someone down pit road. That would be Scott Warren. Just as I mentioned him, Nick Kessler coming down, Brian Tarnowski, Mark McFadden, Joe Gauthier, and Michael Overstreet is back in pit road as well.
Yeah, these guys are going to take advantage to top off the tanks. Another thing that we got working for us tonight, 100% fuel load in the car. So you're going to see what? You can get upwards of 60 laps out of a tank of Go Fast in this thing. And at upwards of 60 laps, we're working lap 4 under caution. That puts this race into a one-stop strategy if they really want to stretch this field out, or stretch their fuel out, I should say.
Absolutely. Lights are still on the pace truck as they come out of turn 2, and the winner off pit road will be Scott Warren. There you see him coming out of the on the apron. There's Brian Tarnowski, followed by Joe Gauthier. Then you got Mark McFadden, Nick Kessler, who's fallen back to P16, and Michael Overstreet, who was down in P17. Bentley Glazer is in this race, but was a late entrant. I believe he might have pit started there, Byron.
Bentley Glazer making it in. Okay, it says he got connected. He must have made it in right under the gun then.
Yeah, he was registered, so if you're registered, then you can still get in. But unfortunately, he got in a bit too late and missed the start, so he's going to have to fall to the back of the field. It's 4 laps down, so if we get enough cautions here tonight in Texas, then he might get those back.
Bentley Glazer bringing her in pit side along with Scott Warren again. I think that's the strategy. They're looking for a two-stop or a single-stop strategy after this early caution.
Yeah, and I can't really say I blame them. They want to keep on top of the stuff. I mean, they have unlimited tires. They have unlimited fast repairs. This is just a straight-out race here tonight, and you can repair your car as much as you want. You can get out there as much as you want. You can do whatever you like to the car. You're still going to be able to race, and some people don't like that sort of thing, but for a special race like this, it's all for a bit of fun.
Well, that's what the All-Star race is all about. It's not a points-paying race. This has no bearing on the championship standings whatsoever. This is all about bragging rights. And come on, Sam, you race on iRacing with me. How competitive are we when we get on a track? Even just the two of us on a practice for our endurance races.
Pretty impressive, pretty competitive, but just for saying that, you get to restart the race now.
Well, okay. Well, Patrick Troquet's got the field in tow. He's going to be looking to make that hard left turn into pit lane. Brandon Lowe's on the inside. Connor Trafari to his outside elbow. Pace truck comes off the track, waiting on the green flag to get in the air. Green flag goes green. Loud pedal gets mashed. Brandon Lowe's says, I'm out of here. Catch me if you can. Connor Trafari says, oh yeah, check this out. Right to his outside elbow.
Yeah, Trafari is usually pretty good at these restarts and is still right there as they come through 1 and 2. Brandon Wilson fired on the track slightly. Brent Marchese taking a very wide line coming out of turn 2. He fancies a run on the outside of Connor Trafari at this point. He's got one going with him. I believe that's Braden Black that's going with him on that outside in the 36, and it is, but not going to pay off for him. Marchese going to get stuck out there on the high side.
Yeah, Connor Trafari did not get the restart that he wanted. Fell back 4 spots to the 5th position as that inside line just triggered right up under him.
And right behind him, we've seen a battle for second place here as that's Ryan Worley moving up already 10 spots. He's got Connor Trafari right behind him side by side with JD Woodward as they're flying towards turn 4 here. Big run there for Ryan Worley as he's going to power his way up to second place. A great move there by the 00.
Yeah, and a whole gaggle of cars right behind him. Guys are searching for the lane, searching for the best grip on these cold tires. Remember, it's going to take you a couple, 3 laps to get your tires up to temperature and up to air pressure to where you can handle, and then you got to see how it's going to handle in traffic. So these guys are all feeling it out, but normally they don't feel it out this aggressive. These guys are on, they got their arms up, they're on the wheel, they're looking for some wins. Caution on the racetrack.
We do have a caution, and that's going to be a lot of cars involved, unfortunately. Nick Kessler, Michael Overstreet, and we're going to take a look and see what happened here. And oh, it was Tarnowski, and oh, Marchese getting a big hit there. Overstreet involved. Ooh, Klotz involved. Well, Marchese getting a big hit on that one. Nick Kessler involved as well.
If Marchese was in VR, he's throwing up in a wastebasket right now. Oh my God, what a hit.
Thankfully, I don't think Frank does run VR, so...
Even without VR, that's a I want to close my eyes moment.
Yeah.
Good Lord, he smacked that wall and got spun.
Yeah, he did. And we are going to go and take a look at the crash from Marchese's point of view. If I can find it.
Oh, I'm jumping in it to check it myself.
So that's Frank Marchese's point of view, and that was not a pretty sight for him to see. see it all.
Boy, talk about that happened fast for Marchese. Nowhere to go, no clue it was coming. He was just along for the ride at that point in a thank God it's a sim kind of moment.
Yeah, and we do have, and this is proof that they do have unlimited fast repairs. Carl Klotz, whose car was destroyed, he's already back out of pit road with a nice clean car. Same for Brian Tarnowski. Nick Kessler is the only one left in pit road with that damaged car. Frank Marchese is even back out in time with a fresh car. No, he's not. He's still out there with a smoking gun.
Yeah, he'll be bringing it in pit side. Hopefully that engine lasts long enough to get him to the pits so he doesn't have to tow and go a lap down. Nick Kessler already being scored a lap down.
Oh, look, Frank's got your name on his car.
Uh-oh.
On the top of the windshield.
Uh-oh. Now you're going to make me look. Oh, you got Byron on there. Right on, Frank. Flying the Byron colors. I appreciate you all day long for that one. I don't think he realized that's on there. And, oh, I can't wait to talk to him about it.
Or make fun of him for it.
Yeah, well, you know how we are in our group. Frank Marchese, folks, if you guys don't know, he is one of the stalwart broadcasters and producers here at ESPN. Great announcer, great guy to have around in the chat, and we have a lot of fun, online together. And can't wait to say hi to him, shake his hand, and have dinner with him later this week.
Yeah, looking for some. As Frank Marchese makes his way out of pit road right now and with a fresh car, he stays on the lead lap. The only driver that is no longer on the lead lap, and as well as Bentley Glazer, and actually I think Nick Kessler has actually called it a night. He's put it on the hauler.
Nick Kessler calling it a night, saying I've had enough of this. He was in a lucky dog position there for the next caution, and you got to figure, Sam, with no points on the line, nothing but bragging rights, we're going to see another caution. Probably several more.
Absolutely. So no points on the line. So this is all just a bit of fun for these guys and get a bit of extra money in the back pocket. And why not just throw someone in the wall if you want to? I'm probably sure that they won't do that intentionally, but it's all good spirits. People are having fun out here tonight.
Well, if you owe anyone a payback for some hurt feelings and bent fenders at previous races, this is the perfect opportunity race to kind of pay that back, because it's not going to cost them in points, and you got your message across saying, yeah, I remember you.
Dennis Diaz is in the chat. He says, hey, Sam and Byron, it's Dennis Diaz. Glad to see the setup working. Hope you all see the chat. And yes, I am looking at the chat right now. Jeff Price says, wish I could have made it, but have fun, guys. We are having fun tonight, and that's what tonight's all about, having a bit of fun. So
yeah, it is. Dennis Diaz, if you're listening, Battlefield 4, maybe afterwards. We'll have to wait and see how long this one goes.
I hope you brought your controller with you.
Oh, no, I don't have my controller for it. But, hey, I got my gaming laptop. I'm in the mobile command center. I got a good internet connection. We just might see this. Sam, I think the lights are out on the pace truck. You going to get us going? This is your turn.
Patrick is ready to leave the track and make his way to pit road, so that means we are ready to go racing once again, and that means Ryan Worley and Brandon Lowes will be leading us off into another green flag run here. How long that will last, we do not know. All we know is that we're going to get some more close and fast-paced action here at Texas for this all-star race as they come out of turn 4. It's going to be Brandon Lowes leading us to the green once again.
Yeah, we're going to have to see how Ryan Worley does on that restart on that outside line. That outside lane hadn't been anyone's restart buddy. But here we go. Green flag in the air. We're off and running again.
That we are, and we are running down towards turn 1, and already Connor Jafari up to second place. A great restart for him, much better than the last one. We've got the number 3, Joseph Corsi, who has moved his way up to P4. Braden Black up to P5. And Brandon Wilson falling back slightly. He's down to P6 now after that restart.
Falling back slightly? No, he's falling back like he's got a parachute off the back of that car. way back there falling into the clutches. Frank Marchese, who we've seen in that bad accident, right up there by him.
Yeah, and the car's almost sideways coming through the quad oval right there. And this is, we call it a quad oval because Texas has 2 tri-ovals, which is not a rare thing to see, because we have the quad oval at, I believe it's Atlanta, and we have one at Charlotte as well.
Yeah, they call them the cookie cutter 1.5 miles.
Oh,
but look at
Jafari! And they're coming back up into the field. Oh, big wreck! And that's the number 128. Oh, Jake Anderson stuck in the catch fence. A big incident right there between those 3 drivers.
This I gotta see.
And it all started somewhere. I just need to go back and find it.
It started with Connor Trafari.
We're going to go on board with Jake Anderson. You see the car? Yeah, you might want to go on board with Jake Anderson. That looked scary.
Well, it looked like he was just going to do what do you call that when you take the skateboard across the across the wall?
I have no idea, but that looked horrific for that Pennzoil machine. As he's going to have to tow that big time. A lot of cars getting involved in that. Jason Papp got involved as well. He's got a bit of damage on the front of his car. And I believe Frank Marchese is missing his front end again. So,
yeah, but it's all about staying on that lead, getting your repairs, staying on that lead lap.
Absolutely. So while we're under caution once again, I've got a couple of things that I want to change. I forgot to add the car cameras to the overlay, so I'm going to take a quick commercial break. It's nothing technical. I don't have any technical issues, so don't worry. We'll be right back in just a second while I take a quick ad break. Do not go anywhere.
Did they ever send you another check?
We are back live here at Texas Motor Speedway. As I didn't really need to make that change at all because the change wasn't available. So we're back here. We're ready to go racing once again. And just a recap of what just happened there, Byron. A massive crash between Connor Trafari, Ryan Worley, and unfortunately Jake Anderson as well.
Well, you know what? We scared the heck out of you, Dennis Diaz. You know, that you thought it was shades of Sam having issues again. It wasn't. He just forgot to load a camera pack. Doesn't matter. He didn't have it anyway. So no technical issues. We are clean and green in broadcasting. But as to that accident, oh my God. Rest in peace, cars. The only bad one was Jake Anderson having to tow when a lap down. Bentley Glazer, getting lucky dog, was able to get a lap back. So only 2 cars not on the lead lap. One lap down, one 2 laps down. I got a feeling if the way this is going to go, they're going to be on the back on the lead lap probably by the time we hit that halfway mark.
Yeah, we're looking at the wreck that happened. And that's how Frank Marchese lost the front end of his car. He was one of the drivers that helped Jake Anderson up into the catch fence. And Marchese's still going though. He's got another front end on that car. I don't know how many they've got. Oh, well, unlimited amounts apparently.
Apparently, unlimited amounts. Is Marchese able to get it into pit, repair, back on the track, restart, P9.
So Joseph Corsi is going to be the one to get us back under green here. I believe him and Braden Black stayed out whilst everybody else went to pit road. So Corsi gonna be the he's going to be restarting the race for the first time as your leader.
Yeah, he is. He's going to have Braden Black to his outside elbow on this restart. But I'll tell you what, we're going to see a great restart. We're going to see hard racing in the front. But I'll tell you what, starting in the 12th position, Connor Trafari, I'm looking for an epic run towards the front.
Absolutely. As they come through turns 3 and 4, we're ready to go racing once again here as they come out of turn 4. The pace truck is on its way into pit road, so that means Joseph Corsi has control of the field as they come through the quad oval. And we are green once again here at Texas for another run. How long will this one last as we start lap 19 of 125 here?
Well, the over-under is probably going to be about 4 or 5 laps. These cars getting their tires up to temperature as we go. Wow, 3 wide towards the back. Worley, Brian Tarnowski, and Connor Trafari all throwing blows back there. Oh, as Jason Papp gets turned. Caution back out on the field.
Oh, so another incident there, and Jason Papp involved as well this time. Go back and take a look and see what happened to the league owner. And I believe it was his own teammate that got into him. Oh, it was netcode.
Netcode off the front of the Mifflin Dunder 00 of Ryan Worley.
Dunder Mifflin. Come on. We've all watched The Office. Well, I have anyway.
I love that show.
I've watched both the British version and the American version.
Well, if these guys were thinking one pit stop strategy, I think they could just throw that right out the door. As many times as we're seeing this caution, come and get them fresh tires. Come and get that, retop that fuel. I'm certain we're going to get a long green flag run, but like you said, no points on the line. If we do get one taker down pit road, a couple more behind him further back in the field.
Brandon Lowe's in pit road.
Well, Brandon Lowe's, he hasn't pit yet, has he?
I think he had. I think he pit under the last caution, and he's going to bring it down to pit road now. Let's see what he gets. They've got unlimited tyres and unlimited fast repairs, so he's putting rights on at least anyway.
Yeah, right sides are going on. Tank of fuel's going in. Left sides are going on. Cars down. Brandon Lowe's is away. Perfect pit stop from the first pit box position.
And you'd think that the pit stops would be a bit faster with that single lug nut on the wheel, but they're actually not. They're not that. There's not actually that much difference, really.
Actually, NASCAR has been testing it and timing it. The old 5 lug versus the single lug. There is no time advantage on a pit stop with that single lug versus 5 lug nuts the way that the NASCAR teams are. No,
because the NASCAR, the tire changers are actually trained to remove those 5 lugs as quickly as possible. So they've got it down to an art so much that they're actually able to get them off just as fast as they would with a single lug. So
the only single lug pit stop that I've ever seen faster, you got to go to Lewis Hamilton and Mercedes in Formula One. How fast are those pit stops? What? All of 2 seconds, if that?
1.8 seconds if you're a driver if you're Max Verstappen and Red Bull.
Yeah, Max Verstappen. Let's talk a little F1 right now between you and I, Sam. We haven't had a chance to conversate about it lately, but in my eyes, Max Verstappen, if you're a follower of Formula One, that boy's going to mess around and win himself a championship for Red Bull.
Yeah.
If anything, it's shown this season that Lewis Hamilton is a human being, not a machine.
As, yeah. I think Lewis Hamilton has proven that he's more than human this season. I mean, that thing that happened to him at Azerbaijan that pretty much put him out the race shows that he's actually human. He was too hard on the brakes and he paid for it.
Yeah, he is actually human and not a machine. So, but that shows you Red Bull's got him rattled. And, you know, he lost podium points, or championship points, period. Vaulted Verstappen to the top. So it's going to be interesting coming up next weekend.
Absolutely. As lights are still on the pace truck, it's going to be Joseph Corsi still your leader, Braden Black in second. Michael Overstreet has been in the wars so far tonight, back up to third place. So Overstreet bouncing back, but we're only 23 laps into this thing, still over 100 laps left to go.
Yeah, hopefully we're going to get those 100 laps clicked off pretty fast. We don't want to run out of, as they call it, hit the curfew, so to speak. But I don't think we're going to be in trouble with that. These guys just need to settle down, get some laps under their belt, get a rhythm going in the traffic and whatnot. But as competitive as this whole group is, I mean, trust me, I know. I raced with them last week. This is a very competitive and hard-charging group. They don't give an inch very easily, and there's no reason to give an inch in a non-points race. This is all for pride and a few bucks.
My apologies, I'm just doing a bit of recruiting for the league while I'm broadcasting at the same time. Anyway, coming down the backstretch again, lights are off on the pace truck, and Byron, let's get us going once again.
Yeah, I do believe it's my turn to call the pace truck to pit road. Let's get this thing back fired up again. Pace truck's got the field in tow. Joseph Kazi, he's looked to inside lane has been the advantage for the restart. Every restart. Braden Black to his outside. We'll see what he can do with it. Michael Overstreet and J.D. Woodward in the row behind him, and followed by Brandon Wilson and Frank Marchese. So the pace truck takes that hard left turn. We're waiting on Frank the flag man to go ahead and get that green in the air. Green flag goes in the air. They mash the loud pedal. That's the one that makes all the noise. Braden Black gets a great restart on that outside lane. They are door-to-door hustling it off into turn one.
And Brandon Wilson almost getting into the grass there on the restart, trying to get around Michael Overstreet. Didn't quite pay off, but look at Frank Marchese. Big run for him, and an even bigger run for J.D. Woodward. They are flying down the backstretch, and J.D. Woodward going to pass underneath the white line, and a big into the road there. And that was caused by J.D. Woodward going below the white line and making a very audacious move there. I know this is a race for fun, but even race control is not going to take a very kind view to that one.
Nope, race control has changed all restarts to single file now. Race control has decided that, okay, we've had enough of this.
Yeah. And it was all.
And Frank Marchese once more missing the front end to his car. He's got to be wondering, what do I got to do? Every caution flag that has come out, Frank Marchese has been a part of, not by anything of his doing, but he just seems to be, quote unquote, that guy getting collected by everybody for everything.
And this is the incident I'm talking about right here. And I don't like to throw shade on drivers. I know this is just an all-star race, but J.D. Woodward, you see him out of turn two, deliberately goes below the white line to put a pass on Corsi, and it did not pay. It paid out off well for J.D., but the drivers around him just all ended up in the wall.
Yeah, big time down below the line. He come back up on the track, and it looked like who was that to come up in on?
Joseph Corsi.
Yeah, Corsi just holding his spot on the track, saying, look, you want to get below the line, you're not supposed to pass down there. Corsi, if you ask me, in my opinion, did nothing wrong. He just held his position on the track down low.
That he did, as Jake Anderson gets a wave around. See him right there, just coming through turns 3 and 4 and out through the quad oval. That'll only put him, I believe, only 2 laps down now, so.
No, Jake Anderson, that's going to put him back on the lead lap.
Oh, is it? That was quick.
Yeah. Bentley Glazier, he is the one car that is 2 laps down. A couple more of these cautions, Bentley Glazier will be back on that lead lap and in competition too. At the rate we're going on those cautions, Bentley Glazier could be competing for the prize at the 49.50 lap mark.
I think so. But Glazer, once he gets back on that lead lap, he's going to be very dangerous because...
yeah, we've seen him do it, gosh, time and time again, not just here, but in other leagues.
Yeah. So your top 10 as it stands right now, Brandon Wilson is your leader, Colin Trafari in second, Ryan Worley in third, Mark McFadden sitting in P4, Brandon Lowe's back up in the top 5 after his pit stop during the previous caution, Jason Papp in P6, Carl Klotz in P7, 8th is going to JD Woodward, 9th is Frank Marchese and Brian Tarnowski rounding out your top 10 right now. So still very close between these guys. And we've only just gone below the 100 to go mark.
Yeah, and I'm just kind of wondering, should I even click on the audio in the drivers community channel of the iRacing channel, let alone the Discord, to, there's got to be some heated words going on. I don't know, but I do know that Jason Papp has changed restarts to single file. See if we can sort this out.
Yeah, Mark McFadden currently sitting in P4 right now, having a good night so far, staying out of trouble in that number 5 machine. And,
Mark McFadden doing it like he normally does. Every time we call his number, we're like, where the heck did he come from? Quietly, below the radar, all of a sudden, here he is.
Yeah, and he's bringing Carl Klotz with him. Klotz making his debut here tonight in that number 19 Rowdy energy machine. Got some left-hand damage on his car, but not affecting him too much as he currently sitting nice and comfortably in the 7th slot. JD Woodward, after that move he made to bring out the caution, he's dropped down to P8 now. Marchese down to P9 after replacing what was his 3rd front end on his car. And Brian Tarnowski.
They're going to run out of duct tape in Marchese's pit. But biggest movers, Brian Worley up 10 spots. Mark McFadden up 10 spots. Kyle Klotz up 10 spots.
Yeah.
So kind of a big flip in the field.
And Sally Hammond said it right in the chat. Tonight is a yellow night.
Well, yellow kind of night. We're going to do single file restarts in a yellow kind of night.
Yeah, Mark McFadden taking a very wide line. And he knows he's raced Indy cars a lot because if you start in single file, you cannot pass on the outside. You cannot pass on the inside. You can only pass on the outside. So the best way to stop someone passing you on the restarts is to hug that outside wall. I think McFadden sees that, and that's a pretty clever strategy there by the 5.
Yeah, McFadden's no fool on that. He knows that if anyone wants to get around him, they're going to have to do it after the start-finish line on the outside, but he's going to take that line away. But once they get across that start-finish line, they can move a crossover to get down. So I would watch for that number 5 to duck down right after the start-finish line. But the pace truck's off, green flag's going back in the air as we're back underway, Texas Motor Speedway.
There we are as they come across the line. Now we're racing once again. It's Brandon Wilson bringing us back to green here for this race. Colin Trafari in second and Ryan Worley in third. Dudes Racing having a decent night already tonight, but let's see how that goes. We've still got plenty of racing left to go as they come out of turn 2. Mark McFadden already under pressure. He gets passed easily by Brandon Lowe's there as they come towards turn 3. And here comes, I believe that's JD Woodward making moves again up through the field.
Yep, J.D. Woodward's coming on. Jason Papp's coming on. Mark McFadden did not get the restart he's looking for. He's fading pretty darn quick on that outside line.
Yep, he's already been passed by Jason Papp, Carl Klotz, Frank Marchese. Joseph Corsi will be the next one around him as well. As here comes the 36 of Braden Black. Brian Tarnowski trying to go with him as well. As McFadden still fades backwards. He's just hanging on to that last spot in the top 10 by the thread of a needle, as there goes Braden Black and takes it away from him, unfortunately.
Yeah, still, 3-car, throw a blanket over the top 4 positions, looking for that top spot. Brandon Wilson has it. Connor Trafari wants it. Ryan Worley says, I can get there. But Brandon Lowe says, oh, yeah, watch this.
I think things will calm down once they get past that lap 49.50 mark. Well, whoever's leading after that point gets $5 in their pocket. So that's a good thing, I guess.
We'll see.
I guess that's what they're racing for.
Yeah, I'm looking for the battle for the fourth position, or actually for the third position. 3 cars won it, and these guys are throwing haymakers, not giving an inch. And here we go. Brandon Lowe's in the third position. Got a great run to the back of Connor Trafari, who's got himself a great run to the back of Brandon Wilson.
And J.D. Woodward trying to get around. Ryan Worley right behind him, as that is a battle for 4th place as things stand right now. Trafari going to look around the outside of Brandon Wilson going in towards turn 1. Big move by the 48, and a great passing move there by Connor Trafari. The young man really driving his socks off right now.
That wasn't a big move. That was a bold move. And we got one in the wall.
Oh, that's Ryan Worley in trouble. Let's take a look and see what happened. Oh, he got turned by wow, he got into it with J.D. Woodward. Let's see what happened here. And Woodward just showing him the bumper there, unfortunately. It was partly a connection issue.
I was going to say, it looked like a connection issue. Worley may not have known that he was right there. And when his connection solidified up, netcode said, hey, there's a car there. Whoop, pin, see you, snap, bye.
Yeah. Thankfully, Worley can go back into pit road and get that fixed. But another caution on the track.
Let's talk about that move. Let's talk about that move that Connor Trafari laid on. Man, how there wasn't much space. If there was a bug on the front bumper of the car behind him, it got its wings clipped.
Now I'm trying to find it.
That was a mad pass by Connor Trafari.
We're going to go back and find it. There we go. And it goes right around the outside through the quad oval. And the thing that stopped that caused that, we're going to go back slightly, and we're going to cut it down to quarter distance, quarter speed. It was through the second part of the quad oval, I believe, and I believe I've gone back too far. No, I haven't gone back far enough. And I know I don't normally do this sort of thing, but it looked like Brandon Wilson to me got a bit out of shape in the second half of the quad oval. As they come across the line here, you see Trafari alongside him around the outside. And
Trafari taking that air off of that spoiler.
Yeah, he went out wide though. He gave him plenty of room. They both gave each other loads of room. Trafari just powering it round the outside there. You see it right there on the dynamic camera. Just getting that car right in front of the 501. And Trafari, now your race leader. As Ryan Worley now has a fixed car and is ready to go once again.
All right. Let's talk about cars. Let's talk about the number 16 of Bentley Glazer, who's bringing it in pit side for another service right now because he's now only 1 lap down. I'd be looking out for that 16 by the time we hit lap 50 if we get another car.
Yeah, I would be too. And, you know, we normally see the number 87 on the side of that car, but it's actually the number 16 we're seeing on Bentley Glazer's car as he overshoots his pit box, but it won't affect him too much. You can do that under caution, especially if you're a lap down, but Glazer just one more caution away from getting on that lead lap, and Katie bar the door once he does get on that lead lap, I'll tell you that now.
Yeah, it'll be a very fun event to watch, that's for certain.
So I've lost count of how many cautions we've had so far. But we've had many cautions already.
Thank God we're not playing a drinking game for cautions tonight. As you do fucking like this thing at halfway.
Absolutely. Anyway, coming up on your screens for ESPN for the next few days, we have the following broadcasts for you. Tomorrow, during the afternoon, will be the MX5 Pro Series returning once again for Season 2 of their season, and Andreas Katz will be looking to defend his pro title going into that one. That will be kicking off at 2:50 p.m. Eastern. Then on Wednesday night, you can join myself and Byron in the booth for the season finale of the Endurance for Amateur Series there at Watkins Glen. Now,
and we're looking so forward to that one.
Yeah, we love Watkins Glen. And I'm pretty sure Dennis Diaz is looking forward to that one, because that will be his crowning moment in the series. Then on Thursday, you can join Tony and firstly and foremostly Frank Marchese in the booth for the TNT Truck Series as they head to Milwaukee for the third round of the series. And then Friday night, we are back with the iRacing News Series as they bring their Circle B Diecast Series to Talladega for the penultimate round of the series. So Circle B Diecast Series winding down towards the end right now, and it's just as exciting as it's always been.
Looking through the chat, Dennis Diaz. All-Stars race meeting with all these drivers chasing. They're beginning to see only stars.
It's not wrong. As they come out of turn 4 once again, pace truck will be going down towards pit road once again. Connor Trafari, after putting that power move on Brandon Wilson, getting himself to the front, will have the restart this time as your leader. They come out of turn 4 and we're going to restart things on lap 38. Can they get a decent green flag run going this time round? We'll find out right now as green flag flies once again. We are racing here once again at Texas Motor Speedway.
Boy, old Frank Marchese on that restart protected that outside line, but it looked like it hurt him as the inside line's just charging by him into turn 1.
Yeah, big incident there for Frank Marchese. He's fallen backwards as he's going to have to try and make up for that restart. It's Corsi now right in front of him, and right behind him is Carl Klotz. As Klotz getting a bit out of shape there. Michael Overstreet just ahead of him is occupying that outside line. He's just got around Jake Anderson for that P7 slot, and Anderson looking very good back up there in the top 10 again as they come through turns 1 and 2. He's going to look to the back of Jason Papp this time, and it looks like Papp has got some front end damage there. That might be holding him back ever so slightly.
Yeah, it's as we get cars sideways again, a little bit of beating and banging in the back. It was Kyle Klotz getting into the side of looked like Mark. Who was it? I couldn't tell you, but yeah, no caution coming out. Caution does not fly on the track.
No, it does not, as they come out of turn 2 down the backstretch once again. Looks like we're starting to get a run going here as JD Woodward looking to try and take that lead away from Connor Trafari. Brandon Lowe's in third, and there is Braden Black in P4. Jason Papp up to P5. Good run for him so far.
Yeah, it looks like that inside line, when you go into turn 3 and 4, that inside line carries a lot of momentum. If you get shuffled up the track, you just don't get any front grip. So it looks like it slows down. The track is changing as this night is going on.
Brian Tarnowski is in pit road. I'm thinking he must have had a penalty of some sort because he is in very unscheduled, although he does have a lot of right side damage there. He must have hit a wall, or he's got a penalty somewhere there, Byron.
I do believe he got the wall a bit. There was some beating and banging back in the pack as I got my eyeballs back on the lead pack. Throw a blanket over the top 4 for the top position. It's going to be a slugfest. What's your over-under for us making lap 49 without the caution?
I'm hoping that we do anyway. As they come out of turn 4, it's still Connor Trafari leading this one. JD Woodward in second. Braden Black in third. Brandon Lowe's still in P4, fighting with Braden Black. Side by side. As they come out of turn 2 right now, and still side by side between Black and Lowe's.
You know, I got to tell you what, I love this new car combination here at Texas Motor Speedway. There is a lot of passing going on, outside lane, inside lane, and these cars are actually able to hang on to it as these guys are now starting to settle down, get some laps logged under their belts, see what they can get away with these cars. And I think this next-gen car lends itself to some great racing at the 1.5 miles.
Bit of a touch on the apron there for Conor Trafari. That's let JD Woodward. He's going down to that apron once again. And he's doing that quite often. Trafari, it's the apron that's pulling sideways. That's going to give an advantage to Woodward as they come through the quad over right now. Not going to make the move work as Braden Black looking to the outside as well. We are getting really excited for this one as Black dives to the inside of Woodward, and now we have a new second place person, and here comes Joseph Corsi as well out of nowhere.
Did you see Braden Black take that, not only take that second position, but he took it going sideways?
Yeah, he did. Big power moves going on right now, and Trafari, the only one trying to make that car as big as possible. Trafari made a big mistake, and that's what stacked everybody up down that previous lap. Thankfully able to hold on to the lead because Woodward made a mistake as well and does not take advantage of that. Cost him a lot of speed, and it's cost him second place now as Woodward trying to make his way forward. Here comes Joseph Courtney once again to the inside of Braden Black, moves his way up to second place now.
Yeah, these guys are really wheeling these things door to door as they're making it around the corners. Inside lines advancing, outside lines advancing, as we got a big wreck one more time.
Yeah, and it was started by Brandon Lowe's. And Jake Anderson is involved in it again. And Lowe's just got loose there.
Yeah, these guys are pushing these tires for all they're worth, and I'm thinking once you get about 5 to 10 laps on them, you know, you can't overdrive it like that and expect it to be as responsive as the caution flies. Brian Tarnowski, yeah, this many cautions, we're going to be getting some laps back, but take a look at who's going to catch the lucky dog and get himself back on the lead lap.
Yeah, Dennis, the season's not officially over yet, so you're not officially champion yet, even though you won the title already. Just thought I'd point that out.
How much of a bounty is ESPN going to put on Dennis Diaz for tomorrow night? No, I didn't say that, did I? Bad Byron, bad Byron.
He's already won the title, so there's no point.
Yeah, I know.
But, yeah, you did win the title, but you get the crown tomorrow. The new season will be your first race as champion, as defending champion. I hate to sound like
Conor Trafari and Joseph Cossey keeping it out on the track. Everyone behind them, wholesale pit stops happening under the caution.
I hate being a negative Nancy. You know what this means though? Under caution or not, at the end of this lap,
49.
Conor Trafari will get that $5 in his pocket.
Yes, he will, as I see the wave around car, Lucky Dog going around, Bentley Glazer back to the lead lap. This is going to be a nice little shootout. You know, we thought he would get back there before this lap 50 caution, or the lap 50, I should say, payout. But no, he's back on the lead lap now. And don't forget, Sam, if I am not mistaken, I'm going to roll back up here. There will be a competition caution thrown with 15 to go to bunch the field back up. Don't know if we need to throw it at the rate we're going, but it will be.
I was going to say, we've already had enough cautions. Do we need a competition caution?
Yeah.
So, as they come through turns 3 and 4, I believe, it's got to go down to one, Mr. Conor Trafari. Oh, don't take it down pit road now. Please, I beg you, don't take it up.
Well, as long as he gets to the start-finish line before everyone else.
So,
which he will give up. That'll hand it to J.D. Woodward.
Yeah. So JD Woodward picking up $5 for leading into lap 50.
Well, thanks for making a liar out of us there.
Dennis, a tiara would suit you, actually. It would.
I think Connor Trafari, because he raced chat, he said, can I keep my position if I pit here since I missed pit entry? And I don't think so. I think Connor Trafari is not going to be a happy camper for the $5.
No,
I don't know about you, Sam, but to me, $5 is $5.
I think he just Mark Martin that one. We all remember the famous Mark Martin incident where he took it down pit road too early before the end of the race.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, and the reason why Brian Tarnowski, who's just got away around, took it down pit road. Yes, he hit the wall, but he also had a penalty as well. He was in there for almost a minute getting that penalty to get out of the way. So unlucky for Tarnowski, but he's now only 2 laps down, I believe. So he's we keep getting the cautions the way we do. We'll get plenty of chances to get those laps back.
Oh yeah, and then some. Brandon Lowe is 2 laps down. Brian Tarnowski 2 laps down. Those two are going to be in a shootout for lucky dog position. Stay out on the green, catch a wave around, but everyone's not cycling the pits like they did before. So, heck, we'll wait and see.
Absolutely. So they come through 3 and 4. Byron, get us going again.
All right, Pachi Troquet has got the field in tow. Single file once more for the restart. I think Jason Papp said we're going to be doing single file restarts for the rest. Waiting on the flag man to wave the green. Pace truck takes that hard left turn to pit lane. Green flag is holding. Green flag is in the air. Loud pedals are getting mashed. We are back underway here at Texas Motor Speedway, working lap 52 of 125.
And just as I mentioned earlier, when I said that you can take advantage on the outside line, Brian Marchese did exactly that and completely jumped Mark McFadden on the restart. He's moved his way up to P7 now. JD Woodward just going to hold on for dear life, but here comes Scott Warren around the outside of JD Woodward. Is he going to take the lead? Woodward's going to have the advantage on the second part of the corner. Very close, almost banging wheels coming out of turn 4. They're still side by side as they come through the quad oval, and it's going to be JD Woodward that wins the battle. Brandon Wilson going to follow him through as well as Jason Papp.
It looks like that outside line has the momentum going down the back straight, but you want to be taking the low line coming out of 3 and 4 to get to that start-finish line. As you just saw, Brandon Wilson get moved up the track. Scott Warren back to the second place and charging for more at the back end of JD Woodward.
Jason Papp up to 3rd place as well. He's trying to make his way forward, but he is under massive attack right now. Brandon Wilson to his outside. Frank Marchese right behind him as well. We've got loads of battles going on around the whole pack right now that are still racing and on the lead lap trying to progress their way forward, as there goes Brandon Wilson to the outside of Pat. Will take away 3rd place. Scott Warren still trying to move that lead away from JD Woodward. Marchese now up to P4. Good run he's having so far. Pat falling back to P5. Ryan Worley into P6, and look at the gaggle of cars around him. It is so close right now.
Yeah, these guys, I mean, this is kind of reminding me of pack racing in a super speedway as, oh my gosh, we're going Brandon Wilson, wanting to take it 3 wide.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, it is. Woo!
They are going crazy back here. Jason Papp backwards. This is going absolutely nuts right now. as we start in lap 56 of 125, as there goes Pap through the grass and into the side of, I believe that was Gautier. Pap is into the fence. It wasn't Gautier, it was Conor Jafari that goes flying, and he's up on his roof. Same for Brandon Wilson. Oh, my
through
God.
Through all of that, look who come out smelling like roses after being hit by everybody on the racetrack at every other caution. Frank Marchese in the lead.
Yeah, Braden Black involved in that one. Oh, that was a nasty one.
Boy, kind of glad we got the unlimited fast repairs. A lot of sheet metal getting torn up.
Thanks, Dennis. I like my vape too. So, Conor Jafari getting towed. Brian Tarnowski missing a front end. Brandon Lowes is back on the lead lap, I believe. No, he wasn't. I believe he's back on the lead lap. Brandon Wilson missing the front end and the rear end. He's going to have to go in and get another fast repair. There's Jason Papp, and like you said, Frank Marchese coming up smelling the roses. He's now your leader.
You know what? I almost want to reach up. I can't quite do it on this one. If I was at the home computer, I'd do it, but I almost want to pull Frank Marchese in here and ask him, what's going on out there?
That's not. We're trying to keep this broadcast PG-13. We know what it's like burning behind the wheel.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Plus, you know what? Yeah, we don't want to. Oh, I better shut up because the broadcaster's curse is a real thing, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, it is.
And since I'm going to be seeing him for dinner later in the week, so as a kick to the ding-ding for giving him a broadcaster's curse, I think I better shut the heck up.
No, he's not going to kick in the ding-ding. He's going to be waiting with a pair of scissors.
Yeah.
I'm back up to go with it. I wish it wasn't in Halo, Dennis, but it's not. I'm addicted to this thing. Anyway, shouldn't be promoting products like that on this broadcast. We're on lap 58. I don't know how many cautions we've had so far, but Marchese coming out of the winner. He's giving us a bit of a wave on the track, look. See? Jake Anderson in third, despite being caught in that incident. Joseph Corsi's in P4. It's been a crazy race so far, Byron. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, yeah, it's an all-star. It's a non-point paying event. It's bragging rights and a few dollars. So these guys, like I said, if you had some bent feelings after a race, say like Martinsville, this is the one you store it in your memory bank to get that little bit of payback in. This is where you can go out, get the payback without ruining somebody else's season, which no one would want to do.
I mean, all you're going to do is take a few dollars out of the pocket. That's all.
Yeah, and remember, we started the race, 3-4 laps down? Look who's running in P8, right, as we're talking.
Yeah, that would be one Mr. Bentley Glazer, slowly making his way through the field already, just ahead of Michael Overstreet, just behind JD Woodward. As, would you believe me if I told you that Scott Warren has made 13 pit stops already?
I would believe you. I would full-on believe you. Would you believe it even more if you knew that he's made 13 pit stops and he's running in 6th position on the lead lap?
I mean, he's going to make it number 14 now. As Scott Warren comes back in. So $10 to be given out for leading lap 62 to 63. according to Chris Land in the chat. So did they extend it?
That I couldn't tell you. I'd have to ask Jason Papp, and I can imagine right about now, Jason Papp might be just a little busy.
Just a little bit. As Marchese going up to that very high outside wall. Again, that IndyCar instinct coming into play. Does not want to give up that outside line on the restart. And again, like I said with Mark McFadden earlier, a very smart strategy call there by the man in the 24.
Yeah, but he's going to be leading this pack on the restart, and we've seen the outside on the restart has not been very friendly. So what he's going to be wanting to do here is hold off that outside lane, but bring it down before he hits the start-finish line, so that way he doesn't give up that inside, because they can pass on the inside after they pass the start-finish line.
Now they can. Is going to give him, trying to get as much room between himself as Ryan Worley as possible as they come through the quad oval. Green flag should be in the air right about now. We are racing once again here at Texas Motor Speedway, and Marchese doing exactly what he needs to do. Get that gap ahead of Ryan Worley. Get down as quickly as possible. He has the lead going in towards 2.
Yeah, but Worley, look at that car suck up in the aerodynamics. He's getting right up to the back bumper of Marchese. And don't look now, but Jake Anderson right there on the inside gives a little tap to Worley.
Oh, and they're going again. JD Woodward involved.
Klopp's making a
he's going back on the track. Oh, no.
Oh, that's working another one. Take a look at the move that Klotz did on the inside. That's what kind of facilitated the whole thing. Klotz had a heck of a run. Oh no, what it was a big checkup. A big checkup on the number 3 of Joseph Cawsey.
Yeah, I noticed that. I didn't mention Cawsey. Gautier involved in it as well. Woodward.
I just saw that Klotz was flying down that inside.
Woodward getting in his first big one of the night.
I think everyone's going to be in a big one before the end of the night.
And usually by this point we turn around and say that all but a couple of the cars are completely dinged up, but with the unlimited fast repairs,
well, as we cross the start-finish line right now, at lap 63, cross flags are in the air. We're halfway home.
So they've gone from 62 into 63. Does that mean Frank Marchese gets to $10 though?
Well, the press release I got was 49 into 50. Somebody else said 62 into 63. Like I said, I would have to ask Jason Papp to clarify that. And as I'm not going to do that right now at this moment, because I'm sure that Jason Papp's got his hands full at taking care of everything is race control and as a competitor.
Absolutely. So Marchese going to lead them down as we're under another caution here tonight. And like I said, we are past halfway, so that means for only the second time tonight, and this is a scheduled commercial break, by the way, we're going to go for a commercial break. We'll be right back in just a second. And we're back live here at Texas Motor Speedway. Just a little bit of a break there for myself and Byron as we passed the halfway point here. But this one is still Frank Marchese leading this one, with Ryan Worley in second, Jake Anderson in third, Carl Klotz in fourth, and Michael Overstreet in P5. And still a long way to go here, Byron.
Yeah, it's kind of a long way to go. I was just answering Eddie Hawk in the chat. I'll finish typing it out after I've been talking, but Eddie, as hot as these feelings are running right now, these guys have got bent feelings along with bent fenders. I don't think we can keep it PG if I drag a driver into the booth.
Absolutely, as they're coming out of turn 4 right now. The pace truck is going to make his way into pit road, and Frank Marchese going to have the button once again once the green flag comes back out, and he's hugging that outside line once again. Green flag in the air. We are racing once again here at Texas. And it's going to be Frank Marchese, not as far away this time around from Ryan Worley. Worley knew exactly what to do this time around.
Yeah, Worley's right there. Got my eyes back in a group, and okay, Frank Marchese didn't quite get away. Worley and Anderson are right behind him, but don't look now. That number 16 is making one heck of a charge towards the front.
Yep, started 4 laps down, is back on the lead lap now and back in the top 5. I say back in the top 5. The first time we've seen him in the top 5 all night. It's Bentley Glazer right on the back of Jake Anderson now and looking to make his way up to the podium spots now as Marchese going on the defensive now. Same for Ryan Worley, but here comes Jake Anderson to the inside of Worley, and he's going to try and move his way to second place and gets a nose out in front. Does he stay up there? Bentley Glazer going to try and squeeze his way through as well, just about makes it. Jake Anderson up to second, Bentley Glazer up to third. Here goes Braden Black as well. Worley is in trouble here at this point.
Yeah, Worley got kind of hung out on that outside lane as Glazer made that power move to the inside and made it stick. How he did, I don't know. I've been watching guys make that move and not be able to hold it down, but he did. There goes Braden Black to the inside of Bentley Glazer. These guys are swapping spots faster than I can keep up.
Yeah, and thankfully Marchese's still able to keep out in front though. That's the only spot that hasn't been swapped yet. Here comes Braden Black now sneaking it down the inside of Jake Anderson, coming through turns 1 and 2. And it's going to be 3 wide going down the backstretch right here. And it's going to be Bentley Glazer on the outside. Anderson in the middle. Black on the inside. And then the contact was inevitable. But they all save him. What a save.
Oh, that heck he saved that. Oh, man. It's beyond me. But he did. We stayed green. And they still hold their position.
And where did Michael Overstreet come from? He's now up to third place, and Bentley Glazer now challenging for the lead here. Frank Marchese must be absolutely on tenterhooks right now. We're seeing that number 16 right behind him.
Yeah, Frank Marchese's like, just look out the windshield, just run your line, look out the windshield. Because Bentley Glazer, how many times have we seen it? He'll get up on your tail and wait for you to make a mistake to get around him.
Absolutely, and these new next-gen cars really throwing up a lot of excitement. Yes, we've had a lot of cautions, but when they really get going, my goodness me, it's a 3 wide again down the backstretch, and it's going to be Ryan Worley challenging again to the inside of Overstreet, and it's still going on between these guys back here.
Yeah, once they get it, it looks like clean air is king, like Marchese's got it, and Bentley Glazer's trying to take it away, but in that dirty air, these guys are able to move those cars around, run the lines they want to run, grab a shot of momentum, and get around inside or out.
Absolutely, as we're still making our way through this one, and there's still close racing amongst everybody on this track right now, doing everything they can to stay out in front of each other, but not working right now as Overstreet still holding on to 4th place. Look at the battle for the lead though. Here comes Bentley Glazer now. Big move to the outside. Ryan Worley trying on the inside line. Not going to make it work, but Glazer's still going to hold it out there as they come towards turn 3. Can Marchese do anything to defend it? He's going to try anyway at least, but Glazer's still stuck out there. Worley going to follow him through on the inside right now. It looks like Marchese going to hold on for now. But they all getting close. Overstreet and Anderson almost getting into it right there.
Yeah, it's going to be, to root Marchese off of the line that he's running, someone's going to have to give him the old bump and run. And a bump and run at Texas at 180 plus miles an hour is not going to be pleasant.
No, it's not. As Overstreet is still looking to be on the track right now. He's got Joseph Corsi right behind him right now. As Braden Black is still right there. Bentley Glazer starting to fade ever so slightly on that outside line. Doesn't have the preferred line. Coming across the line as Braden Black's going to move his way forward. Now up ahead of him. Glazer back from second down to sixth now. Make that seventh.
Yeah.
No, it's sixth.
Yeah, Glazer looked like he might have burned up the goodie off his tires, or he had to fall back that far just to look for a spot to slot in. But take a look at the run that he gets on the 48 of Connor Trafari as he's able to suck right up to him. As Connor Trafari, he's a couple laps down, but he's up there in the mix throwing haymakers.
Yeah, he is, and trying to get his laps back the hard way as they come through the quad oval. I don't like that clipping through the post car right there. As we're going to go back to the race in action. It looks like Marchese is starting to extend his lead here a little bit.
Yeah, Marchese, he's got the benefit of fresh air, or clean air on the nose of his car, and when Marchese looks in the mirror and sees side-by-side racing for the position behind him, he loves it because that means these guys are not as running as fast as he is. Clean air is king, especially if you got someone right, there running your line with you. As this is the longest green flag run we saw, this gosh darn, they go 3-4 wide.
Oh, JD Woodward going sideways. He did make an attack right there, but had to fall backwards. He went completely sideways in turn 2. There goes Jake Anderson. He's fallen back as well. And JD Woodward, more bad luck there for the 47.
Yeah, it's just a matter of, I think, okay, these guys are like, okay, settle down. Let's just run them. Because after that last caution, the cars that came into pit, if I'm not mistaken, they're good on fuel all the way. I don't know if they're going to be good on tires.
We'll soon find out as there goes Joseph Corsi to the inside of Michael Overstreet now. He's going to try and bring Braden Black with him as they come out of turn 4 down towards the finish line. Once again, we're going to start lap 79 of 125. It's still somehow Frank Marchese still leading the team, but Corsi's going to make a change to that now. Marchese made this mistake and left the door open. Now it's going to be side by side out of turn 3. 3 wide for the lead down the backstretch.
3 wide for the lead, the backstretch. Number 3 of Coffee looks like he doesn't have any help whatsoever as Overstreet goes up behind Marchese. Oh, wow, did you see that? Completely sideways and back. Totally saved. Who was that? That was a 48 at Trafari.
Yeah, and he's fallen off the pack now, I believe. There he is, but the one that's really challenging right now is Scott Warren up to second place now. He's come out of nowhere in that This Is War Mustang, getting a bit sideways down the backstretch, had to chase it up the track ever so slightly, still holding on to second. Marchese now, after getting past the lead, falling back to P5.
Yeah, Marchese did everything he could to hold it out there and might have burned the goodie off his tires a little bit. Not wanting to get in that mix as we're still 3 wide, 4 wide, as we're still slugging it out, heading off here in the middle to late stages of the race.
Once these cars get going, this is the exact amount of action that they can put on, and it's absolutely fantastic. I'm absolutely loving this right now as Braden Black slides up in front of Bentley Glazer, almost causes an instant right there. But these guys are absolutely throwing bombs at each other right now.
Yeah, now, Sam, we saw, this was the All-Star race, we saw a lot of cautions, yes. Right now, what you're seeing right now, folks, is the way this league normally races week in and week out with this car. These are the kind of shows that they put on. This is what makes being a broadcaster enjoyable when you see action like this on the track.
Scott Warren comes down right in front of Marchese. Marchese having to take a bit of speed off that car. That's let Ryan Worley to the inside now, coming across the line. Lap 83 at 125. Remember, we still have that competition caution coming with 15 laps to go. So these guys are just running it out until that lap, or if there's a pit stop before then.
Yeah, we're looking for lap 110. That's when you're going to throw that competition caution. We were wondering if they were actually going to do it. But I still think it's going to happen, especially after we get this long green flag run. And I would look for wholesale pit stops at that competition caution because guys are going to want some fresh rubber after running this long in the green flag. But then again, I don't know, man. This racing, I'm looking at 2 wide, 3 wide, positions changing. My timing and scoring is going nuts.
Yeah, it's going nuts for me too, as we're looking at Ryan Worley there. There goes Jake Anderson, a big daring move there to the bottom of the track. They even went down the apron for a second to try and get around front Marchese, and Marchese still holding strong on that outside line. Not sure how long he's going to be able to keep it up there though.
Yeah, Marchese is kind of running a tire-saving line. He's not being super aggressive. He's letting the guys that are being super aggressive go ahead and burn their stuff up, and then he's going to be able to come back and pick them up. And the longer this run goes under green flag, the better Marchese's going to be able to perform and bring it up through the field, as you see him back up into P5 already.
Yeah, he managed to hold off Jake Anderson. That was a good defensive move there for Marchese.
P4.
Yeah, mate. He's in P4 as there's Worley. Warren just ahead of him. There is Joseph Corsi now in the lead. As here comes Scott Warren to try and take it away from him as they come out of turn 2. Lap 86, 125, but side by side for the lead of this race is Scott Warren versus Joseph Corsi versus Ryan Worley versus Frank Marchese, who's made his way back up there as well. Marchese on the move once again.
You know, what I've noticed is when the leader comes off of turn 2, the leader pushing so hard, leader up into the wall for Anderson.
Yeah, and he got into it with Marchese. Marchese having to scrub off a bit of speed there and is now under pressure from Brandon Wilson. But Jake Anderson getting the worst of that. He did end up in the wall and he's going to lose positions. He's lost a position to Michael Overstreet. He might lose the draft of the lead pack here now with the damage on his car.
No, but what I was saying, if you watch the leader, when he comes off of either turn 4 or turn 2, if that leader can't hold the bottom lane and drifts up even a half of a lane, that allows the car right behind the leader to duck down to that inside line, and then the drag races on. That's why we've been seeing these positions swap so much, especially off of turn 2. Here goes Joseph Corsi making that move I just described. Caution on the track.
Yeah, caution is out. As we're going to find out exactly what happened here. As for some reason my internet connection took a bit of a dive there, but we're back underway.
Jake Anderson really fed up after that contact with Frank Marchese. Jake Anderson putting it on the hauler.
Yeah, I can't really say I blame him. So with that caution coming out once again, we're going to take another commercial break here. We'll be right back in just a second. We're back under caution here at Texas. We're not really sure what caused that, but under caution again, and after what was probably the most amazing racing we've seen all night here tonight, Byron.
Yeah, we're coming up to 30. We're at 35 to go right now. Remember, we're going to get a caution thrown at 15 to go. So 20 lap sprint, and then a 15 lap, and then the caution will come out. Probably get a 10, 11 lap run to the checkers.
Now we will, as
someone's going to come home with either a trophy or a steering wheel at the rate this one's going.
Yeah, big hello to Chemo Conklin, who's in the chat right now and says, hi Sam. Hello Chemo, long time no see, sir. Good to see you out there enjoying yourself. And I hope you're enjoying yourself, as we just come back from commercial, just as you said that, so good to see. But Joseph Corsi is your man in the lead right now. Second place is Ryan Worley. Third place is Scott Warren. Fourth place is Bentley Glazer. Frank Marchese, I believe he's just made a pit stop, so he falls back to P9. Brandon Lowe's back on the lead lap now. Watch for him as this race comes ever closer to its conclusion here, Byron.
Yeah, and don't count out the 48 of Connor Trafari. He needs one more caution to get his lap back, and as a lucky dog, and he'll be back in the thick of things before the end of this thing as well. Yeah,
it says -1 there, but he is actually 2 laps down until he, because he's in front of the leader right now. Leader being Joseph Corsi. But yeah, they just prove right there what these cars can actually do once they finally do get going.
Yeah, and if this was a points paying race, I mean, like I said, this is an all-star, no points are on the line, no championship implications. If the if it was a points paying race, like a regular season race at Texas Motor Speedway, you would see what we just saw, but you'd see it for the whole race. That's the group that these guys are, and that's the way this car is handling. I'm loving it. Yeah, it's proven to be a very wild night here tonight, and Chris Land just said exactly what I was thinking. It's about to get crazy, and yeah, I think I pretty much share that sentiment. It's going to get absolutely crazy here tonight before this is over. What do you mean gonna get? It's already got.
Okay, it's gonna get even more crazy.
There you go. Totally insane, bonkers, off the wall. I don't think we've seen the last of the caution flag flying, but I do think with this many laps left in the race, I don't think anyone's coming for rubber or fuel anymore. They're just going to run it out to the end. Run what you brung. Let's see what we got.
Absolutely, as they come out of turn 4 once again, we're ready to go racing once again, and let's see what action they can bring us this time around as Joseph Corsi has the button as they come down towards the line. Green flag shall fly this time around. We are racing once again here at Texas, and already people making moves. I saw JD Woodward in the background there, jumping on that outside line. We are going towards turn 1, and we are going to see who is going to be closest and who's going to be the furthest away once this is all said and done.
Yeah, the 36 of Brayton Black made a bold move on that restart. I hope he didn't make that pass before the start-finish line.
Oh, no!
He's going to be black flagged for that. Caution on the track.
Yeah, Brandon Wilson involved again. Mark McFadden involved too. Let's take another look and see what happened here. And, oh, no, JD Woodward involved. Jason Papp involved too.
Jason Papp is going to get the Innocent Bystander Award of the night.
Joe Gauthier, I just want to point this out. He is going to have to take it down pit road, not to repair the car, but for a new pair of pants.
Fresh underwear to the 67 pit, please. Fresh underwear to the 67 pit.
Yeah, this is why. We're going to go back. We're on board with Joe Gauthier right now. He's going to see the wreck happen just ahead of him and somehow picks his way through that one by the skin of his teeth. Joe Gauthier will be absolutely thanking his lucky stars that he actually managed to get through that.
Well, he was looking at the rear end of the car. It had Lucky Charms on the back of it before it all broke out. So maybe a little bit of luck rubbed off.
Yeah. Puts him inside the top 10 after that, though, as well. So... wow. So he's going to be thanking his lucky stars, like I already said. Joseph, of course, is still your leader. Ryan Worley in second. Third is Braden Black. Fourth is Bentley Glazer.
Guess who's back on the lead lap?
On a Trafari. That's all he needed. That's all he needed.
Well, we saw him make an epic run to the front, once before tonight. Look for him to go for another one. See if they can get her done. Laps are winding down. We're down to next time cross the start-finish line. We're going to be 30 laps to go.
Yep, once they cross the line. So
halfway to the competition caution. 15 and 15.
Yep.
Only 4 more cautions to go tonight, then.
Well, they're going to throw the caution at the end of lap 109. So.
Oh, so we're only going to see the caution 4 or 5 more times tonight.
I wonder if green white checkers are on.
I have no clue.
We'll soon find out. But anyway,
we're going to find out if we're going to have green white checkers. What's your opinion of this car on this track, Sam, with this group? Oh my God, I'm looking forward to the next mile and a half we take this package to.
Yeah. So Frank Marchese gets $10 for leading at halfway. So that's what the $10 were for him. So that wasn't the extended thing from the one before. So Frank Marchese winning $10 for leading at halfway. So he'll be happy with the extra 10 bucks in his pocket. Well, in iRacing credits anyway.
$10. $10 is $10.
Yeah. Well, the colloquial term is $20 is $20, but yeah, we'll take it at that. Hey, $20 is $20. Am I right?
I'm not gonna go there.
But lap 96, 30 laps to go. We're coming to 29 laps to go now. Lights should be going off on the pace truck this time by. Because everybody's in line and ready to go. And with the lights going off with Patrick Troke currently in the driver's seat. Byron, I think it's your turn to get us going again.
I lost track of whose turn it was, but you know what? I'll be happy to get us to go again. As we're going to take the green flag when they cross the line, we'll be working lap 98. This is getting close to the end to see who's going to win the All-Star race here at Texas. Joseph Cossey out in front. Ryan Worley on his back bumper. Braden Black. These guys have all been trading blows all up and down on this track. The leader can lead the pack, but all he's got to do is slip up 1 millimeter, and the next guy to the inside is going to dive in that inside and take the lead away. We've seen it God knows how many times tonight. As the pace truck brings him around down the backstretch, heads it off into turn 3. Look for the pace truck to make that hard left turn into pit lane, and then we're just waiting on Barney the flag man to go ahead and start waving that green flag in the air and get this thing back underway here at Texas in the closing stages of the All-Star race. The Rowdy Energy guys. Pace truck coming off of turn 4, takes that turn. As soon as I say it, yes, he does it. Off into pit lane, waiting on the green flag. Green flag just holds ever so lightly. Joseph Cossey has control of the field. He mashes the loud pedal with the green flag. We are back underway here in Texas.
And that we are, as Braden Black already trying to make a move on Ryan Worley, but Worley puts up a big fight there to defend as Bentley Glaze now holding a massive gaggle of cars right behind him, and there is Scott Warren to his inside, Michael Overstreet, and you see Brandon Lowe's right there, and Frank Marchese is there too on the bottom side of the track. 4 wide almost, going down towards turn 3.
Oh, up into the wall. Caution, back out on the track.
That's Carl Klotz and Joe Gauthier in a bit of a coming together there. Let's take a look and see what happened here. Oh! It looks like
it moved up. Did not quite have the clear.
Well, we're going to take another look at that one because I'm pretty sure. No, Klotz came down on Gauthier in a big way. He was trying to get around Tarnowski and didn't. I'm guessing he didn't realise that Gauthier was down there and just took out his, like, clipped the back end. So Klotz causing that one.
Yeah, Klotz, we're rolling around the pit lane, going to take another fast repair, bolt on another set of tires, re-rack them, stack them, pack them, do it again. Joe Gauthier decided I've had enough.
And I can hardly
blame
blame him,
hauler.
as Bentley Glaze is going to bring it down pit road now for another pit stop, and he's going to be the only driver down pit road right now. I believe Carl Klotz is still out on track somewhere. There he is.
Carl Klotz is running a risk of going a lap down. He is so far off the pace.
Yeah, he's just got
on the pace lap.
Yeah, he's just made it into pit road right now. As Bentley Glazer on his way out of pit road. Tarnowski getting his lucky dog. He's back on the lead lap now. So, still lots to go. And we're going to have like just less than 10 laps to go before that competition caution comes out again. Looking forward to that one.
Well, we're going to have to see if they decide to throw it. I don't think they're going to need to throw it. As hard as these guys are throwing haymakers at each other, I don't think it's going to need to be thrown.
Now, this gentleman right here, this is Frank Marchese. We know him from our esteemed colleague here at ESPN. He's the man with the extra incentive thrown in right now because he is the man that got the $10 for leading at halfway. But the challenge for him now is that if he can make it to the checkered flag as the winner, after leading at halfway, he will be given $35 in credit instead of the $20. So he'll get the $10 for leading at halfway, the $20 for winning the race, and an extra $5 on top. So Frank Marchese has a lot of incentives to go off here in order to win this one.
Yeah, he does. That'd be a lot of incentive. Frank Marchese's run a masterful race. Just needs to be able to keep his nose clean. He was the hard luck recipient in the early part of the race. Innocent Bystander Award's going to go to Jason Papp. A lot of guys getting caught up in a lot of things, but you know what? Unlimited fast repairs here at the All-Star race, keeping everyone up on the lead lap. That's why the racing's been so damn exciting.
That it has. And we're waiting for the lights to go off on the pace truck. 25 laps to go. We should be going back to green with 23 laps to go. That means we've only got a 13 lap. We've got a 8 lap fight for before the competition caution with 15 to go.
You think we're going to make it 7 to 8 laps?
We've done it once already. We can do it again.
We've done it once already.
As the lights go off on the pace truck. Worth pointing out, the man with the fastest lap of the night so far is the number 501 of Brandon Wilson with a 28.730. He is only hundredth of a second faster than the next man with the fastest man, sorry. And that's Joseph Corsi, who currently leads this race.
And Joseph Corsi, he's like, okay, I don't, you want to keep throwing caution after caution, but you know what? If we got green worked into this thing, we're going to have to race it out to the end eventually.
Yeah.
Laps are closing down at the end, towards the end of this thing. We are under 25 to go in total.
Absolutely, as the pace truck makes its way in towards turn 3, it's going to be Joseph Corsi leading them once again towards turn 1. Ryan Worley, who's been searching for a race win all season. It might annoy him slightly to know if he can get a race win. It's not going to be under points paying positions, but a win is a win, as they say, as the pace truck peels his way off in towards pit road. Corsi has the button now as they make their way down towards the line. Green flag should be in the air right about now. We are racing once again here at Texas. Can we keep it clean between now and 15 laps to go as they make their way towards turn 1?
Well, that's the key right now. Point of race from Sam Cooper Bennett. Keep it clean and keep it green. That's what we need to look for, and say that, keep that green flag out in the air as Joseph Corsi gets a great run. But don't look now, Ryan Worley is right all over his rear bumper as they are starting to shuffle up right behind him.
Yeah, something happened to Frank Marchese on the restart because he's fallen all the way back to, 1 second, he's fallen all the way back to P14 right now. So a horrible restart there by Frank Marchese, but the moment it's Joseph Corsi leading this thing. Ryan Worley in second, and now Scott Warren onto third place. Michael Overstreet moved his way up and Jason Papp into the wall hard. That is a big hit there by the number 1. I'm going to find out what happened to him. Oh, somebody else was involved there. I think it was Braden Black.
The recipient of the Innocent Bystander Award once again. But we are green on the track. Caution is not out. Joseph Corsi still out in front. Ryan Worley just losing second position right now to Scott Warren.
Absolutely, they made their way with 20 laps to go. It's 3 wide for third place right now between Overstreet, Worley and Lowe's, as here comes Jafari as well, trying to make his way forward as well. 3 wide for fourth place now, as we got side by side for the lead between Corsi and Warren. And here comes Overstreet as well. They're getting a bunch of beer as Lowe's is going to be sideways through the corner.
Saves it.
What a save there by Brandon Lowe's. I think he got into it with, I think it was Ryan Worley he got into it with.
Well, these guys aren't giving an inch. If it looks like they can fit a piece of paper in between the bumpers, they're going for it. Even if they can't fit that piece of paper, they're still going for it.
Now, we're looking back at a battle here between Kyle Klotz, Frank Marchese and Brandon Wilson. That's for the 11th spot, but the big battle is at the front here. As Corsi is doing everything he can to hold on to that lead, but Overstreet going to look to the outside now and try and take that away. Trafari up to third place. A big run on the outside there by Overstreet. Can he get the move done? He cannot. Loses all momentum on that high side.
Yeah, you know what? If you want to be in the bottom lane on exit of turn 2, because that is where all your track position is gained by watching this thing. If you're up in the top of the exit of turn 2, you're going to lose some positions.
Yeah, it's going to be JD Woodward that moves his way forward in that one. Brandon Lowe's is going to be right there with him, as is Scott Warren, Ryan Worley, Bentley Glazers right there, and Brian Tarnowski is in the mix with this one, as well as we've got a big wreck to Michael Overstreet.
Yep, caution out on the track. There's your competition. Caution's going to happen right there, because it's going to come out right at that 110 as they cross the line. And it looked like the 76 of Scott Warren got up into the back. Oh, man. What?
That's a new pair of pants to the number 24 garage, please. New pair of pants to number 24 garage.
Oh, yeah.
because Marchese had to take huge evasive action right there.
Big benefit, the big winner of the benefit of that one's going to be Jason Pat's going to get his lap back. He went down a lap after that one green flag spin. Hard up into the wall. He'll be able to get his lap back, get back on the lead lap. Competition caution. Well, it was an actual caution, but it came out at the time they were going to throw it anyway. Field is bunched up. We got 15 to go. We're going to race it to the end. Wholesale pit stops happening here.
All except
with
Joseph
everyone
Corsi.
Yeah.
Bentley Glazer staying out as well. Kyle Klotz staying out as well. But everybody else making it towards pit road. This is, well, we'll see how Corsi.
Interesting.
Yeah, we're going to see how Corsi, Glazer, and Klotz can handle this, because they're going to be on older tires. Lowe's and everybody else going to be in pit road and getting a.
Yeah, but how much older tires, they'll say? When was the last time these guys on pit lane?
Well, I can tell you that now. Well, Joseph Corsi pit on lap 89. Glazer and Klotz pit on lap 99.
Okay, so 20 laps on tires, 10 laps on tires.
Corsi's got 21 laps on his tires.
Oh, this is going to be a very tough restart for Corsi. He is going to be, could be the proverbial sitting duck, as that whole pack on fresh rubber is going to be coming like there's no tomorrow.
Yep. As Michael Overstreet becomes the latest retiree, he is put it on the hauler now. So we only have 14 left in this race now, which is not too bad considering the amount of cautions we've had here tonight. That's added to the amount of fast repairs we've had, though.
Well, yeah. Mechanics are earning their money tonight, that's for certain.
No,
Body and fender shop in the infield. We are going to restart this with 14 cars left on the lead lap. We're going to restart this with, 12, 13 laps to go. And that's 12, 13 laps to go. Probably a couple more cautions.
Yeah, probably. But it's been exciting all the time, though. That's the main thing.
Oh yeah, I'm enjoying this race. I am really enjoying what this car setup package and a mile and a half are going to offer us as we go forward. Leaving here, going on in the weeks to come.
Yeah, and we're off to Nashville next week. Not sure which Nashville it is because they weren't very specific as to which Nashville track we were going to, but my bet is that we're off to the Super Speedway next week, which should be really exciting as it's going to be the first time we showed that on ESPN.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. If it is the Super Speedway, even if it's the fairgrounds, I'm looking very forward to it.
Yeah, I like this. I like the fairgrounds. One of the new tracks that is going to be making its debut is on Saturday when the E-Formula Series head to Hockenheim for the first time in their league's history and on the channel's history. So, going to be looking good to. Going to be looking forward to that one as Hockenheim makes its debut on ESPN.
Hockenheim, Nashville. I mean, there's some tracks coming up, and I'm waiting for the first time ESPN brings a race to the Chicago Street Course.
Personally, I'll be looking forward to the Red Bull Ring.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
Which is in 2 weeks' time with the UK Sim Racing.
Well, I guess it's time for me to make some track purchases.
But anyway, lights are off on the pace truck, and hopefully this can stay green to the end. But Byron, I'm going to give you the honor of getting us going once again.
Well, I'll take that honor to get us going once again, and I'll hand it back to you, and you can hand it back to me, and then we'll see if we're going to have to hand it off one more time. Pace truck's got the field in tow down the backstretch right now. Joseph Cosby, he's got Bentley Glazer right behind him, and Kyle Colt And Brandon Lowe's, he's back into the mix of things here, as we are far from over with this thing. Pace trucks bringing them around, the No Limits Texas sign. Look for it to take that left turn into pit lane, and we're going to go racing once again. Connor Trafari thinks the over-under for cautions will be another 1.5 of them. 1.5 is the over-under. We'll see. Green flag goes in the air. Joseph Cossey on the button. Restart is clean and green, and we are back underway.
Now we are as they make their way down towards turn one, and of course he's going to have a big problem behind him. He does have the oldest tyres on the track right now, Bentley Glazer, with the second oldest tyres on his lap right now as they come out of turn two. It's Causey followed by Bentley Glazer, then Brendan Lowe's. Ryan Worley up there as well. JD Woodward trying to make his way forward as Lowe's going to be stuck on that outside line. Ryan Worley going to hold on as Klopp goes up into the wall.
Yeah, green flag will stay out. Klopp keeps it pointed forward. No spin on the track. No caution going on. Tough break the clutch. But back in the front of the pack, Joseph Cossey has got Bentley Glazer all over him. That's the one mistake Glazer was waiting for. Exit, turn two, gets the car underneath. But look at the run that Worley's got through the center of him.
Ryan Worley making a big move through the middle right there on Joseph Causey, and now going to be on the outside of Bentley Glazer as they come through the quad oval. 10 laps to go here at Texas, and it's all to play for amongst any of these drivers that are in this pack. Anyone can win this race at this point, but at the moment it's between Ryan Worley and Bentley Glazer as they come flying out of turn two. Watch for Scott Warren as well as they come down the backstretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to get a crowbar to root Ryan Worley off of that Bentley Glazer off of that bottom lane, because he knows if you have that bottom lane on the exit of turn two, you are going to lead him down the back straight and be in charge when you cross that start-finish line. So all he's got to do is make a mistake, allow someone to do his inside, and he'll lose that point, but he's doing a great job of holding it down there. He's got Scott Warren all over his rear bumper. This is far from being over.
It is very much far from being over. JD Woodward moving across to stay behind Ryan Worley, but it's single file right now for the top five, as it's going to be Bentley Glazer leading them out of turn four with 8 laps to go at the line. Scott Warren in second place, Ryan Worley in third. JD Woodward, as I already mentioned, is in P4. There is Joseph Causey still holding on to P5. Connor Trafari right behind him as well, as is Brandon Lowe. Frank Marchese currently in P8. P9 is Jason Pappan. Mark McFadden still holding on to a top 10 here as they get spread out once again. Down the backstretch, it's Joseph Causey being stuck on the high side. There goes Colin Trafari. There goes Brandon Lowe's. Causey losing more spots here.
Yeah, these guys are trying to shuffle cars off of that bottom lane. You're seeing them drive down into the grass trying to get around them to get them off of that bottom lane. A little further back in the pack. But Bentley Glazer is putting on a driving school right now. Scott Warren, Bentley Glazer is washing up the track and leaving the door open a little bit for Scott Warren, but Scott Warren has not been close enough to capitalize yet.
No, he has not, as there we go. They're all nose to tail as they come through turn four, as they come down through the quad with more touches on the grass as they come down across the line in towards turn one. I'm seeing Frank Marchese getting involved in this one as well. This is becoming a big battle for the win right now, and Bentley Glazer is still holding on. How he's holding on, I do not know, but Scott Warren is really pushing him right now. Ryan Worley trying to hold off JD Woodward, not really worried about the top two right now, but anybody in this long train of cars could win this right now, and that's what makes it more exciting. 5 laps to go.
Yes, it is. Crossing the line, 5 to go. Bentley Glazer is still in charge right now. Scott Warren right behind him. Scott Warren.
Oh!
Ryan Worley head off into the wall, but the caution does not come out because he keeps the car pointed forward and moving on the track.
Let's go back and take a quick look at that one. Big hit into the wall for Ryan Worley. And that will be his night done, as we're going to go back to the live action right now, as it's still Bentley Glazer leading this one. 4 laps to go here at Texas, still holding on by the skin of his teeth right now. Joseph Causey has moved back up to third place. Connor Trafari right behind him right now, as big smoke screen down the backstretch right now as they come through turn 3. And still all to play for. Frank Marchese getting involved as well, right on the outside of Brandon Lowe's. Lots of action going on. 3 laps to go here. It's getting so close right now.
Yep, Bentley Glazer's still in control, still holding a pretty wheel. He's got Scott Warren trying his best to get to the inside of him on exit of turn 2. It is not working, but here comes the Fresh Tire Brigade charge being led by Connor Safari, followed by J.D. Woodward and Brandon Lowe's.
Yeah, Ryan Worley back out on track again, but he's a couple of laps down now as here comes now the popsicle sticks are in the air, and now they're really going to put the pressure on Bentley Glazer if they want that win. Connor Jafari up to third place now. Who is going to come out on top of this one? At the moment, the signals are looking like it's going to be Bentley Glazer as they come out of turn 2. Warren giving Bentley Glazer a big push, running down to the apron now. J.D. Woodward trying to get around him as well as they're almost contact. It looks like Jafari got pushed out there. Frank Marchese moving up and moving out of the way. He's up into P6 now. Causey moving backwards. Marchese moving backwards as well. Final lap. White flag is in the air. Glazer in the grass and it's in the wall. Big accident right there. Brandon Lowe's takes away the lead. And that's what we were waiting for. Right there. The big contact to bring the end of the race and three big hitters out of this one as they make the way down the backstretch right now. Brandon Lowe's on his debut with the series. Going to pick up the win here after the top 3 take each other out. Brandon Lowe's out of turn 4 comes across the line and wins at Texas. What a race!
Oh my God, what a finish. If you're Bentley Glazer, you're just sitting there wondering what in the heck just happened to me. As you know, I told you it was going to take a crowbar to move him off of that bottom lane, and that's exactly what happened. 78 or 76 of Scott Warren just got into the back of him and pushed him out of the way, trying to get underneath him when he didn't have the space to do it. So I'm not going to assign blame or assign anything there, but Brandon Lowe's was in the right place at the right time. So was Joseph Cossey and Frank Marchese coming home in that final podium position.
Yeah, but the night belongs to this man right here. That is Brandon Lowe's. What a win. Picking up there at the end of this one, and it does his burnouts in the quad oval. Fantastic win for him right there. Great second place for Joseph Corsi, and a fantastic third place there for Frank Marchese. I'm absolutely breathless after that one.
Oh, you're absolutely breathless. Oh my God, that was an incredible finish here at Texas Motor Speedway to the All-Star race. Oh my God. Hey, you need to save the replay for that one and submit it to iRacing.
Absolutely. But with that out of the way, you know what? We're going to take a quick commercial break because I need a break after that one. I'm completely out of breath. We'll be right back. And we are back live here at Texas Motor Speedway after such an exciting finish. And what a race we've seen here tonight. And joining Byron in the booth right now is the man that took it away here tonight and picked up that $20 prize fund, Mr. Brandon Lowe's. Byron.
Brandon Lowe's, man, debut race with with the guys here at Rowdy Energy, Texas Motor Speedway, next gen car. You guys put on one hell of a show. We saw a lot of cautions, but you were in the right place at the right time, as we knew that was going to come right at the end, man. Tell me about your race.
Man, it was unbelievable. I knew we had a fast car. Started on pole with this number 25. Chevrolet Camaro, and man, it was just crazy. There was a lot of hard racing all around. I mean, it's the All-Star race, man. Like, you got to go for it. And we got caught a few laps down early on, and then just got those back and made a way back to the front. And then right place, right time. Sometimes it falls your way, sometimes it doesn't. And thankfully, man, it fell our way tonight.
Oh, it fell your way, all right. Tell me about that car. Looked like they got to be a little bit of a handle. The low lane looked like it was working. If you were on the low lane coming off of turn 2, it looked like you had so much momentum, you just overhauled the field down the backstretch. Was that the case?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the bottom line was definitely, bottom line was king tonight. I gave it all I could to make the top work multiple times throughout the race. Sometimes it could work if you were further on back in the field, but once you're up there with those boys up in the front, they're pretty quick, and they don't, they're not forgiving. So they keep you on your toes, and you just have to stick to the bottom and hope it worked out.
Well, you know what? It gives me serious hope for seasons going forward, and the next mile and a half that we visit. With this package and this car, it looked like you guys were able to pretty much put it where you wanted to. We're going to go to Nashville next week. I think it's the Super Speedway. I don't know if it's the Fairgrounds or the Super Speedway, but what's your thoughts going ahead to Nashville?
Nashville should be interesting. I think it is the Super Speedway. So it's just under a mile and a half. I think we're running the 750 package for horsepower. So it's going to be a little bit more of a handful. I've never actually ran there before. So it's going to be new, I think, for everyone. So it definitely will be interesting. These cars, they can go where you want, but you also have to be on your game.
Yeah, well, it was an interesting race to watch. And, I drove with this league last week because we were all at Sonoma, my favorite track. Mm-hmm. And they handled great. You got an extra gear to play with. Man, congratulations on bringing it home in the top spot tonight. Anyone you want to give a shout out to that helped you get there?
Yeah, absolutely. I just want to thank you guys for the broadcast. Rowdy Energy, Circle B Diecast, iRacing, iFlag, Butt Kicker, Midwest Motor Customs for sponsoring this league, and all the admins that put it on. And we'll go back to the shop and bring back another piece for Nashville.
Well, there you go. That's your race winner, everybody. I can't. What a shot with that one, man! Congratulations.
Thanks, guys.
Joseph Cossey, I don't see him.
Yeah, just an annoying, frustrating night. This was C-fixed all night long. You needed to be on the bottom. Just irritating. Yeah, that was 1,000% it. Like, even me, I would not have taken it 4 wide coming down at the end there if there were fast repairs. And I was trying to stay out of most of it. There was the 93 and myself had a little bit of a shouting match during the beginning of that race. I'll apologize for that, but it's just stupidity all night long. And just as the cars were starting to get in and just the tires were starting to get in, a caution come out because somebody did something stupid. So just a frustrating night. I'm not upset with the finish. It's just the race in general was just, like I said, just annoying. You fed up with it after a while as a driver. I know, trust me, I know caution fests are not fun. And I mean, tonight it was really annoying because once the cars got good, caution would come out again. And it's just rinse and repeat the same process. It's really stupid.
Yeah, unfortunately, when these kind of races happen, that's kind of the recipe of the day. One thing we did notice up in the booth, and probably give you a bit of a chuckle, Byron was smiling from ear to ear all race long because you had his name on the front of your car. I don't know if you noticed or not.
Yep, absolutely did, Byron. That was totally for you. Had absolutely nothing to do with the fact that William Byron drives this car. So it was all for you, Byron.
Yeah, and I love you so much for it, man. I don't know whether to give you or Jason Papp the Innocent Bystander Award tonight. It seemed like early in the race, every caution had come out. Frank Marchese to the pits for a new front end. How many front ends did you bring in the hauler tonight, Frank?
Did you have our chatter on?
No.
Oh, no, we didn't. We were thinking on maybe doing it, bringing you guys in, but then we thought, you know what? There are probably as many bent feelings as there are bent fenders tonight, and we want to keep it PG.
No, at least for you to hear. I was listening to the broadcast, and I said, "Tell Sam if he keeps up my front end count, I'm going to kick his ass." So at least that stopped after a while.
Okay, fair enough. But anyway, we shouldn't see so many cautions next week when we head to Nashville Super Speedway for the first time ever on this channel. What are your thoughts heading into that one?
It's like Kentucky with the tight corners of Charlotte and the surface of Dover. I've run a couple laps there. The track really isn't all that bad in these cars. You could tell that coming out of turn 4 is going to be a little bit of a pain in the neck as the tires get older, but should be a lot of fun, and race for points next week will be even more fun.
Absolutely, and you've had somewhat of a strong start to your Rowdy Energy career, but going to continue that one on next week. Congratulations on your third place here tonight, even though you weren't happy coming at the end of it. Anyone you want to give a shout out here tonight before we let go?
Well, obviously, you guys and my employers. Circle B Diecast, Rowdy Energy, Butt Kicker. I see these flash by the bottom of the screen the entire night. You'd think I'd remember them at some point.
Yeah,
hold on one second here. I got you. I'm not going to screw this up. Circle B Diecast, Rowdy Energy, Butt Kicker, iRacing, iFlag, Midwest Motor Customs also. And also want to thank Fast Repairs, because without them, this would be every single week.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
You better go pay off your body and fender crew and go pay the bill at the front end shop.
I'm going to need your money for that, though.
I don't think I have enough money, to even cover that bill.
He's coming to California in a few days. You can get money off him then. Anyway.
Yep, I'll just kick his butt then.
Absolutely. Well, he said in the ding, but yeah, no.
Yeah, well, no.
I figured I better shut up and quit talking about you on the track where the announcers curse, or dinner wasn't going to be pleasant for me.
Oh, I said to Byron that, like, I said no, he's not going to be waiting there to kick you in the ding. He's going to be waiting there with a pair of scissors. I can tell you that now.
Yeah, that's about right.
But anyway, Frank, congratulations on the third place. I know it was a tough night for you tonight, but still third place, nothing to complain about. We'll catch you next week.
Thanks, boys.
As Frank, not very happy with how things went here tonight, but from our perspective, a bit more of an entertaining spectacle.
Yeah, it just shows you what this car is capable of on these tracks that we're running, and I can't wait until we come back to the next mile and a half. That's what they call the cookie cutter, and the way that they perform and the way they race normally in a points-paying race, it's going to be something to see.
Absolutely, and before we go anywhere, we are going to go straight to the results for this one, as we are pretty much ready to get out of here. So bringing home the win and making himself $20 richer in iRacing credits is Brandon Lowe's. He gets the win here tonight. Joseph Corsi gets on second place in this one. Unfortunately, we're unable to speak to him. Frank Marchese rounded out your top 3 here tonight. Brandon Wilson gets P4. Mark McFadden getting a top 5 here tonight. Great result for him. Jason Papp gets P6. P7 going to Brian Tarnowski. 8's going to Conor Trafari. 9's going to JD Woodward. And the unlucky Bentley Glazer rounding out your top 10 here, Byron.
Well, it was unlucky Bentley Glazer because of a little help from the 11th place finisher, Scott Warren. Ryan Worley brings her home in the 12th place. Kyle Klotz comes home in 13th, followed by Braden Black, Michael Overstreet, Joe Gautier, Jake Anderson, and Nick Kessler putting it on the hauler real early tonight.
That's going to do it for us here tonight here on ESPN, and big thank you to everybody that came out to watch this one tonight. Very much a lot of fun, but the serious work starts again next week when we head to the Nashville Superspeedway. Make sure you check out that one coming up on ESPN between now and Saturday at least. Tomorrow we have the MX-5 Pro Series from Suzuka. Then we have the Endurance for Amateur Series from Watkins Glen on Wednesday. Thursday we have the TNT Truck Series from Milwaukee. Friday we have the Circle B Diecast Series from Talladega, and Saturday we have the E-Formula Series coming from Hockenheim. But for now, that is going to do it for myself and Byron Rodney. Big thank you to everybody that came out tonight. Big congratulations to Brandon Lowe's. All that's left for me to say right now is keep it clean, keep it green. It's good to be able to say those things again. And we will catch you tomorrow night live on ESPN for the MX-5 Pro Series. Have a good night.